I want you to get used to saying, I am sorry. Like one man would say, if you don't want to say it out, you can write it somewhere that will be very bold, that will showcase, I am sorry to your spouse. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Transforming Marriages with Uju Onwuzolike. I am absolutely thrilled to be your host. Thank you for tuning in, and I want to let you know at the end of this video, you will be able to learn one or two things that will help you to build a stronger and happier marriage. Is that not what you want in your marriage? And I want to guarantee you that by the grace of God, you will achieve that in your marriage. So what will I be sharing with you in this video? I'll be sharing with you just one marriage wisdom that I'm very sure that will strengthen your marital journey. So, are you ready to embrace it? Here it is. Be used to saying, I am sorry to your spouse. You need to be used to saying, I am sorry to your husband. You also need to be used to saying, I am sorry to your wife. This is something you need to get used to saying. You need to master the act of saying, I am sorry to your spouse. This is what a lot of people are not doing in their marriages, but I want to beseech you in this my video to let you know that it is something you need to be comfortable doing. Do you know that the marital problems we are facing in the world today would greatly be reduced? And I need you to underline that adjective phrase. Yes, would be greatly be reduced if we are humble enough to say, I am sorry to our spouses. I will repeat it again. A lot of marital problems, marital challenges that we are facing in today's world will be greatly reduced if couples are quick enough, if couples are humble enough to say, I am sorry to their spouses when they have erred, when they have done what is wrong, when they have made mistakes. Those problems will be greatly reduced. The reality in life is that we are humans. And as human beings, we are not perfect. And because we are not perfect, we are bound to make mistakes, not only in marriages, but in life. So the problem for me is not whether one spouse is making mistake or the other. The problem for me is not whether one spouse is being offended or not. But the bigger problem that we need to pay attention to is when one spouse has offended the other and they are unable to say, I am sorry to one spouse. So the problem is not about offending one spouse or doing what is wrong to one spouse. But the bigger problem that I want us to look at, the bigger problem I want us to focus upon is when one spouse offends the other and that person is unable to say, I am sorry to his or her spouse. And because one is unable to say, I am sorry to one spouse, the other party that is being offended will see that my husband or my wife does not care about me. He or she doesn't care about my feeling. She doesn't care what happens in our marriage because he is there or she is there claiming his or her right. And that is what we are not supposed to do. When we do that in our marriages, we are using our hands to destroy our marital home. Why should you stick to your gun when you know that you've done what is wrong? When you've done what is wrong, not even only in your marriages, but in real life, even in your offices or with your colleagues or with your business associates, when you've done what is wrong, it behooves on you to acknowledge it and quickly say, I am sorry. And this is what I want us to be doing. And interestingly, this is what a lot of couples don't know. When you do something that is wrong, or when you have made a mistake and you're quick to say, I am sorry to your spouse, do you know what that will earn you? That will earn you a great respect. Yes, it will earn you a great respect because you have done something and you are quick to acknowledge it. Doing the mistake is not the issue. And this is what is called the pratfall effect. Now, in the pratfall effect, any leader that is quick to acknowledge his or her mistake is being respected. But those leaders that will not acknowledge their mistakes, all in a bid not to show their vulnerability, are not liked and are not respected in offices. That is something that also happens in our marital homes. So when you offend your husband or when you offend your spouse and you want to quell that situation, the best thing you have to do is simply to say, I am sorry to them. I know sometimes due to ego and pride, we don't like to say, I am sorry. But my question to you, would you allow pride, would you allow ego to destroy your marital harmony? I'm not encouraging you to do that. It's better you destroy ego in your marriage. It's better you destroy pride in your marriage and safeguard your marital home and safeguard your relationship with your spouse, which to me is the most important thing. I want you to test this today. Whenever your spouse is angry as a result of what you've done, as a result of the mistake you've made, I want you to genuinely say to him or her, I am sorry, and see what happens next. The anger, the frustration, the annoyance, all of a sudden will diffuse. All because you have said, I am sorry. So this is something I want you to experiment in your marriage. So when you experiment it in your marriage, I want you to come back in the comment section and tell us about it and tell us how that your angry spouse eventually reacted when you have said, I am sorry to them. I would love to hear that. So I'm encouraging your marriage to always be quick to say, I am sorry to your spouse. It doesn't show weakness, but rather it shows strength. And anything you can do in your marriage, anything you will do in your marriage to uphold peace in your marriage is worth it. So I'm encouraging you to be used to saying that word, I am sorry. So I want you to get used to saying, I am sorry, like one man would say. If you don't want to say it out, you can write it somewhere that will be very bold, that will showcase, I am sorry to your spouse. I'm encouraging you to do that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.